Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today is February 21st, 2023, Tuesday. So let's hop right into it here. As you see, the price ended up being bearish, took out the lows like we discussed yesterday, and went so far as to take this low out today. We do have this low next, which I don't have marked, and then I have this low, because I mean, when you get to this low, it should just take these lows out, but at the same time, it might not, as far as trickery goes. It might take out this low. It might take out this low here, keep this low intact, so it has a reason to kind of come back up into this price here, or even above here when we got news this whole week. So I'm not saying that's going to happen. It doesn't have to take out this low for it to come back up. But let's hop into a smaller time frame here. All right, so as far as yesterday goes, that was I forgot when I did the Friday video that we had a holiday, President's Day. So pretty flat day, right, as you see. And when the price here, let me go to a 15-minute. When the price held below the open of yesterday, I'm talking about, not today, yesterday, and it didn't come and reach for this high, and it stayed above this gap of yesterday's gap, right? So that's a big flag that we're going to see bearish prices, and we're going to aim for that low right there. See that? And when we had the fib here, we also have a fib from A to B to C, and C came to the 61 right here and respected it. Bodies never even came above it. And when we opened up, we started breaking down, then we closed. That was yesterday, right? So today we have the same scenario as far as order flow. It's still coming down, breaking down, boom, big breakdown right there at 4 in the morning in London, 3:45, and then price rallied back up at 5 in the morning, 4:45. Tap that open of today's open gap. Okay, so we had a gap today. Price respected it. You see it very clear. Respected it, came back down, broke down again at 6 in the morning, retraced. So you got solid order flow. Okay, so now we took out that low, which was that low of your TP1, which is your zero level on the fib, right? You have a negative 27 here. You have a negative 61 projection right here, right? And we have that low, which is this big line here, which happens to be that low right there. Very clear. They're going to take out the lows. I've been saying it all month, technically, but finally it's starting to happen. So when we had this price action here, you see this high, low, high, low, high, low on the higher time frame. This is a 15-minute chart. You can see it on the 1 hour pretty clear. I was saying that you were going to see price action right here. Remember when I was telling you that you're going to have price action like this, or you're going to see price action kind of like this, or you're going to see something like this, okay, or something like this. This is exactly what I meant, and sure enough, you're seeing it. You're seeing it painted. Look, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, right? All right, so we made this big displacement down. We took out these lows here. So now as far as retracing, that's going to be pretty interesting. Let me go to a 5-minute just so I can show you the trade. So when we were here, this is now 9 o'clock, now 9:30. 9:30 rallies up, rallies right into that imbalance, doesn't take out that high, stops right there in its tracks, and this imbalance holds. So that's what I'm looking for. So a massive price imbalance. Look at your eye. Your eye can see it. It's an eyesore. You can't miss it, right? Plus you had an actual gap in here and up in here too, and I'll show you in the 1 minute. So price came in there, boom, just waiting for one tidbit of order flow down, and I'm in. So let me go to a 1 minute. All right, very clear there. All right, so you can see also that when the price came up right here, this is the 1 minute, not the 5 minute, but it came up right into that gap. You see that gap right here? Can't miss it. See that gap right here? See that gap? Look to the right. Look at the wicks respecting to the T. See the close of this candle? What is it? Up there, top left. Close is 33,586, and then we have the top here at the high of 33,586. You see how it respected that gap right there? Beautiful. And that's what you're looking for. Then, sure enough, price breaks down, leaves an imbalance, takes out that low, leaves that imbalance, and this is you're looking at a bearish day because you got bearish order flow, and you got all these objectives below. We've been bearish, but at the same time, you have to stick to your bias and look for the sells. As not the last video, maybe the previous video before that, I was saying we're not looking for buys. So anyways, price comes right back into that imbalance. Stop loss is above that candle. All right, because if it goes above there, I'm wrong, right? I mean, it could have came halfway this way, but I'm looking for sticking to my rules and above the candle. And sure enough, it starts to break down and it dropped, doesn't come back. And then we were looking to target at least 80% to this low, which was, let me go back to a 1 hour so you can kind of see it. So 80% was at this low, because I had a feeling that it might reverse, because it was at the time. What's the time? The time is now lunchtime. So, they're sneaky on lunchtime. They love to reverse it. And I'm like, okay, we took out that low and we took out that low. So I'm like, let me take 80%. Sure enough, it kept going. And where is your next final target? My next target would be the 61 projection. Sure enough, it came right to that, to the T as well. And back here, you also had a confluence of, I didn't think you would have took that low out, but I knew it would come into this block right here. So it sure enough taps that block, and that's a good spot to take out the rest of your profits and close, which I could still hold this. I could probably hold this for a month even. Who knows? But at the same time, I don't care, because, we're trying to get paid daily, and we get a portion, the large portion of the move. Who needs to go any higher more than that? You know what I'm saying? So sure enough, took all this beautifully. So I'm actually gonna delete this, and I'm actually gonna delete this. Well, no, I'm gonna block it out. All right. And take this out, and I'm gonna draw. I know we got this low right here. That's the next target for sure. And then after that, underneath that, as I've been had there, we have this. We have all those beautiful lows there. So as you see, price is in a hurry to come and grab all that, which was months of, not months, but month and a half of that, right? So anyway, so as far as price goes, can it keep sinking? Sure it could. We got news. It could be the catalyst to do it. Let me go to a 1 hour. And actually, let me go to a daily. I'm sorry. We go to the daily real quick. You see that? You see how we had that massive candle? Sure enough, took all that out. Okay. So now we have this price imbalance here between this candle here and then, hold on a second. And then we have, well, I'm going to leave that for now because we don't know what tomorrow looks like. So, but we have all this price where price can technically come right back up and come into this level or even back up to this line. I don't see it coming back to this line. This might take days to do that. So we might kind of like go up, kind of like how we dropped here and we kind of started making up like this. Well, you might see we might come back down more to grab this, then spend the next week, month, who knows, kind of coming back up or whatever. But this is the next order of business, are these lows. But definitely this is the next target I see. But it's going to get interesting as far as, let me go back to an hour. I could see us coming back up to this level here. See where my cursor is? Over here. Jeez. Right here. Up in between here. Somewhere getting in here. Right? Or even tapping here. Even tapping, getting in this wick here. You see that? Getting in that wick right there. About 50% of it. Who knows? It's going to be very interesting. But you got to watch Asia and London. Let it dictate where you're going. And get paid. Take the profits. All right. So hope this helps you guys. Take care and God bless.